New York Liberty won their maiden women's NBA championship title earlier this week. But the city is still celebrating the historic win because the side achieved something that even the New York Knicks have failed to do in over 5 decades, bring New York a title. And the biggest contributor to that success has been Sabrina Ionescu, the new Liberty of New York, who is making women's basketball popular through her impressive display and also proving that right investment in women's sport can yield success. And while Ionescu has been crucial behind this rise, there is a Steph Curry influence somewhere in there too. Let's find out.
The New York Liberty, a franchise with a rich history but no women's NBA championship titles, finally broke the curse in 2024. The team won their first championship title in 6 attempts in the final. And the biggest contributor was Sabrina Ionescu. The point guard led the charge to bring glory to New York's basketball culture. While the city boasts a heavy fan following and an immense affection for the sport, they have been devoid of glory for years. Even the men's side, the New York Knicks, have failed to win an NBA championship in over half a century. Liberties did what their male counterparts could not do: bring joy to the city. New York exploded with excitement following the historic win. From parades to street parties, the buzz was palpable. The women did what the men's side could not, despite years of spending and fan following. There is a drastic difference in spending between the two sides. While the Knicks spent close to $170 million on their players, the Liberties have only spent $1.5 million. There is a contrast in the valuations of the teams too. Knicks is valued at around $7.5 billion, whereas the Liberties are pegged at $200 million. And it's not just the monetary side that makes the Knicks a giant force. They have a huge fan base too, one of the biggest in the NBA. The team has enjoyed many mentions in popular TV sitcoms like Friends. It's like New York is doing everything to make them the most popular team. Even those who don't follow basketball know about the Knicks. And yet the male team have failed to win their conference title in 25 years. Despite the funding, the limelight and the city's backing, the team has failed for years. On the other hand, the triumph by New York Liberty proves that the right investment in sports is more important. The WNBA champions brought in Breanna Stewart, a 2-time MVP, as a free agent. Jonquel Jones, a former MVP, added depth to their front court. And the star for the Liberties has been Sabrina Ionescu. Her continued development has been crucial for the team's success, with a 43% shooting average from beyond the arc. Sabrina has proved that she can stretch defenses and make clutch shots when it matters the most. Sabrina has averaged 18.2 points this season with an impressive assist rate of 6.2 per game. She is not just a player, she is a revolutionary force in women's basketball. Even giving competition to the Rookie of the Year, Caitlin Clark, who is slowly becoming the face of women's NBA. But it's not just the numbers that make Sabrina special. The 26-year-old is somebody who is not afraid to take on legends like Steph Curry. Earlier this year, Sabrina challenged Curry to a 3-point contest. And while playing against Curry, she did not bow down easily. She competed like nothing separated her and the Golden State Warrior player. The competition against Curry was intense. Curry even admired Sabrina for her efforts, and he made sure to show her some love throughout the season. Growing up in California, Sabrina watched Curry redefine the game with his incredible shooting skills and work ethic. The same has been implemented by Sabrina in her career. She looks up to the legend, and quite the right role model to have. With Sabrina shining for New York and Caitlin Clark making the women's basketball popular once again, the competition is going to get even more intense next season. The WNBA has gone from not having a known face in basketball to now having 2 athletes who are making the sport an intense affair. The Women's League has seen a significant rise in popularity, with viewership up 35% over the last season alone. Sabrina and Clark are at the forefront of this movement, inspiring the next generation of female athletes. The potential for women's sports to gain the recognition they deserve looks evident. paving the way for exciting times for women's sports.
Firstpost decodes the U.S. election, explains how America chooses its president. Your primer on the race to the White House. Everything you need to know about how America votes and its global implications. U.S. Election Explained. Every Monday and Thursday only on Firstpost.